Welcome. So in this example, I'm using function notation. That's a little bit different than our quadratic equation. But the function notation, the process is still going to be the same. We're trying to solve for this. We're trying to find the values of m when our output is equal to 0. So I'm still just going to put my function value. I'm just going to put that in for 0. And then I'll have 4m squared plus 32m. Now I need to solve for my 0. So what I'm going to, or solve for my values of m when it will equal 0. So to do that, I need to determine what my GCF is. So GCF is, remember, the terms that my equation are going to, or that my two terms are going to have in common. So we look at this and say, well, they both share an m, and they both share a common factor of 4. So I could say that equal to 4m. And the reason, you can always double check your GCF by saying, can I divide out a 4m out of both of these expressions? Well, you can definitely divide a 4m out of here, and you can divide a 4m out of 32. So when factoring out, that's like the same thing as dividing out. So sometimes I'll write it like this. And what you're doing is dividing each term by your GCF. So now let's go and see what we have. Well, 4m squared divided by 4m, that's going to leave you just with a, so I've factored out my GCF, so I write that first. 4m squared divided by 4m is just going to leave me with an m. And then 4m divided by 8m is just going to leave me with a positive 8. Now I have this as two factors multiplied that give me 0. Therefore, now I can apply the zero product property and say 4m equals 0 and m plus 8 equals 0. Now by solving, I isolate my variable. So m equals 0. Subtract 8. M equals negative 8. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you solve this quadratic equation, or as I wrote it, a quadratic function. Thanks.